getting different in here compared to the night we lost to Baylor. Heck of a lot more people in here.
Start with
This one here?
You don't want it, doesn't it?
Jeez, I gotta coach the game and do your guys' jobs too.
It's supposed to be Jansen's job.
We're talking about the,
That'd be a first.
we're talking about the first 10, 15 minutes of the ball game.
We obviously didn't show the letdown there, did we? I know that was the first question I answered the other night. We practiced well. Our kids came out and we played with tremendous. We contested everything, every pass, every dribble, every shot, those first 16 minutes of the game. I didn't think we played particularly well offensively the first 4 or 5. I thought we settled. We didn't make good decisions, but as the half went on, our constant pressure offensively and defensively started creating better opportunities for us, and we kind of settled down a little bit and made better decisions, and kind of built that lead. And then, unfortunately, our youth and inexperience showed its ugly head in the second half. But
How much does that take away from the game?
it aggravates the heck out of me if that's what you're asking me. It drives me insane. You got to respect the game. The game's played for 40 minutes. You need to play for 40 minutes. You get 31 opportunities. That means 31 games out of 365 days in the year. So that means you have to lay your soul on that basketball court for less than 10% of the time of the whole year. And to not be able to do that just doesn't, I don't know. There's some people who work 365 out of 365. How can we not work for 31 out of 365? That's disappointing to me. But it's a win. We've got to take those first 16 minutes, bottle it up, and get our guys to understand that that's how we got to play more consistently. And we're going to make mistakes, but we can't disrespect the game, can't disrespect who we are by playing like we did the last one.
Is there any KU talk in the locker room? Did you say anything about KU in the locker room, or is it pretty much known Saturday for you guys?
I can't change my approach game to game with the team. Because let's say we get lucky and we figure out a way to score one more point than them on Saturday. If I change my approach for that game, then what am I creating? What environment am I creating for our team? That then the following game, I'm not as excited, so therefore, what do you have? A letdown. And that's they're the next team on the schedule. They beat us earlier this year. We have to understand that, yes, they're our rival. By us beating them last year, we created interest in this game again. But last year has nothing to do with this year. The last game has nothing to do with this game. It's the next game on the schedule. Our kids have fought to earn the right to be back in the conversation for March. We need to understand that we can't change who we are because of our opponent. We need to understand how we need to do it. Now, is it exciting? Absolutely. Do you look forward to playing a Bill Self-coached team? Not me, because I know they're good. But you like the challenge. You want to make sure that you go out and play. Now, the one thing I did say to the team in the locker room about Kansas, which I told the team for 2 days before this game, I don't mind getting beaten if I know I got another opportunity of who beat me. And that's what we have on Saturday. So we got a chance to make up for a team that beat us earlier this year. But as far as all that stuff, we're going to be consistent with our approach, regardless of who's on the other side.
Bill, Frank, a couple of guys up there talked about not having Bill, not having Mike this year, and now proving themselves somewhat with this 6-game winning streak. How satisfying is it for you to put together this kind of streak when you're not answering, those NBA questions and
I'm answering them now, aren't I?
Yeah, until now. But
We got 7 games left in the season, 6 conference and 1 non-conference game. What have we done? So do we just pack the season up and say, hey, we made a heck of a run after being 0-4. We're happy, let's move on. Let's wait, see what happens at the end of the year. Let's see how much we continue to grow, how willing we are to continue to expand on who we are. And then at the end of the year, I can answer that question. Last year's team went to the NCAA tournament. Last year's team finished 3rd in this league. That team last year has nothing to do with this year. So the only thing that has to do is those young kids last year learned a lot and are better prepared this time around. But you ask a kid that was Mike and Bill's teammate, what do you think he's going to tell you? He's a prideful kid. He's going to tell you that they take pride in the fact that they're winning without those guys. You know, one has nothing to do with the other. This team's halfway, 3/4 of the way through with the season. I can't start throwing the parade down College Avenue because we're 6-4. You know, we have to finish the year.
From